Hello, I'm Alan Goldstein, enrolled agent,
And I'm Peter Gonzalez, enrolled agent.
and we're here to talk to you about our services, which is to help people with tax problems. You can reach us at 786-592-2476, 786-592-2476. Regardless of where you live, we can help you. And we're going to talk about a very interesting subject, which is called examinations. Now, examinations is, let's say, politically correct word, because the word audit sounds like you did something and you're guilty from the beginning. So they decided to change it to the word examination. Whichever word you use, the bottom line is that something was detected and something is going to be either examined or audited, whatever word you want to use. And now there's different types of audits, and each of them makes a big difference. For instance, there's a correspondence audit, and that is basically where they send you a letter. They say, hey, we think there's a calculation problem on your file. If you don't prove otherwise, for instance, a deduction, send us a receipt or proof. We'll take away the deduction and you owe us money for penalties and interest or whatever the case may be.
Alan, people are always asking me, is it by happenstance? Do they go through a list and all of a sudden they pick out this much on the list, could be 500,000 people to audit, or is it what system? How they know who to audit?
Okay, and I'll answer that in a second. Let me finish on the types, and then I'll answer how do they pick us, or how do they pick you for your examination or your audit. It's a very good question. The next type of audit that we have is a field exam audit. And this is where they actually, a revenue agent comes to your place of business or to you and actually audits you in person. Very dangerous. Not that something might happen to you as far as your safety is concerned, but in the sense that you probably end up revealing a lot more than you have to. And if you reveal things that you shouldn't have revealed, it opens the door for them to start examining or auditing additional stuff. So we follow the law, we just don't volunteer what we don't have to. There's nothing wrong with that. And then the other one is the actual office audit. And the office audit is where you'll get a letter saying, by the revenue agent or revenue officer, mostly revenue agent, saying you have an appointment scheduled, I don't know, for April 15th, 2013, because we believe that such and such credit is not valid. So therefore, we're going to go ahead and request documentation, and you must bring it in person. Again, we have the same problem with that. You're going to end up volunteering information, thinking that you're cooperating, and while, again, we follow the law, we just don't volunteer information that is not needed. You only respond to what is being asked. You never volunteer any information. And there's certain steps that must be followed. And there's certain audit procedures that must be followed. And if you're not well versed on those, not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just that you don't represent people with tax problems for a living. If you're not well versed in that, you're going to end up into problems and most likely paying more than you have to. If you owe the tax, then you must pay, of course. But if you don't owe it, or you have a receipt, or there's an explanation for it, we will find a way to legally minimize your debt. Now, getting back to Peter's question, which is a very important question, how are you selected for an examination or an audit? Well, there's several ways. The IRS invested heavily in an algorithm. That's a computer software that uses mathematical equations to determine, this is proprietary and confidential, they don't release this to the public, but they have several factors that determine what your deductions are relative to the people that are in your same industry, your same area, general things like that. How much do people actually deduct for vehicle expenses or things like that? And if you're out of the norm, then the software would flag your account for a human to take a glance at it, and then they'll go ahead and do this. So it's not just by chance. It's not like a lotto where they put in little balls with little numbers and then they'll say, you know, roll the ball, give me the next one. It doesn't work like that. Usually there's something involved in your file, or unless it's some sort of program that they're running and they randomly select audits. But usually when they randomly select, or they select on purpose, whatever term you want to use, there's going to be something wrong with your file. So that's why proper representation is important.
Can they re-audit you on the same item 2 years in a row?
No, there's a waiting period that they cannot go ahead and it's basically harassment. They can't come back and re-audit you on the same stuff.
So then if they audit you in 2010 on, let's say, meal and entertainment, 2011 they want to audit you again on meal and entertainment, is there a way of stopping them?
Yeah, absolutely. And for those type of situations, again, they're based on the fact patterns involved in your particular case, not a generality. In those cases, give us a call. 786-592-2476, 786-592-2476. I'm Alan Goldstein, and I look forward to helping you in your matter.
And I'm Peter Gonzalez. Just give us a call. We're here to help you.